Did you know that 85% of people die before reaching their 82nd birthday, even though most believe they'll live into their 90s? It's not genetics. It's not fate. And it's not because people stop caring. The real reason? Millions of seniors unknowingly make 5 deadly mistakes every single day. These aren't dramatic missteps or headline-grabbing choices. They're subtle habits that quietly drain your health, energy, and independence over time, until it's too late. But here's the good news. If you can recognize and fix these 5 mistakes, you could potentially add 10 to 15 vibrant, fulfilling years to your life. Take Helen Brooks, a 72-year-old retired math teacher from Portland. She walked daily, played brain games, stayed socially active, until one minor fall led to a hospital visit that uncovered the truth. Pre-diabetes, critically low vitamin D, early cognitive decline. Her doctor looked her in the eyes and said, "Helen, if you stay on this path, you may not make it to 80. That single sentence changed everything. So if you're over 60 or love someone who is, this video may be the wake-up call that saves a life. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. At Life in Words, we share powerful stories and science-backed tips to help you live stronger, longer, and with purpose. Now let's uncover the first mistake that could be stealing your future, starting today. Mistake number 1. The medication multiplication trap. Helen Brooks used to think more prescriptions meant better care. By age 72, her medicine cabinet looked like a miniature pharmacy, 12 bottles neatly lined up. Blood pressure meds, cholesterol pills, something to help her sleep, something for joint pain, even an energy booster she didn't really understand. But what Helen didn't know was this. Taking 5 or more medications daily increases your risk of premature death by 88%, according to research from Johns Hopkins. The problem wasn't the medications themselves, it was the dangerous cocktail they created together. Helen's doctors, working in separate systems, were unknowingly doubling up on blood thinners. She added an over-the-counter pain reliever for her knees, and suddenly, she was waking up with unexplained bruises and constant fatigue. Her pharmacist finally caught it. Helen was teetering on the edge of internal bleeding. But that wasn't the only red flag. One pill made her sleepy during the day, so another was added to perk her up, causing stomach issues, which led to antacids. Those antacids blocked nutrient absorption, which worsened the very fatigue she was trying to fix. It was a vicious cycle. So Helen took back control. She created a master medication list, including prescriptions, over-the-counter meds, and supplements. She booked quarterly reviews with her pharmacist, made sure her doctors actually spoke to each other, and asked a simple question with every new prescription. Is this replacing something, or just adding to the pile? Within 6 months, and under medical supervision, Helen safely reduced her medications from 12 to 5. Her energy came roaring back. The fog lifted. Her new symptoms? They were side effects all along. Now, before she accepts any new prescription, she follows the STAMP protocol. Symptom: is it new or a side effect? Tried: have I tried non-drug solutions first? Aware: are all my doctors aware of this addition? Mix: will it interact safely with my current meds? Plan: what's the long-term plan to stop it? Are you currently taking more than 5 medications a day? Let us know in the comments if you've ever done a full medication review and what you discovered. Your story could help someone else. And stay with us, because the second deadly mistake, it might be hiding in your pantry right now. Mistake number 2. The invisible poison in your pantry. When Helen looked into her pantry 3 years ago, She saw what most people would call a healthy kitchen: whole grain cereal, low-fat cookies, sugar-free beverages. It felt like she was doing everything right. But she wasn't. What Helen didn't realize was that her shelves were stocked with what geriatric nutritionists call age accelerators, highly processed foods filled with hidden sugars, artificial sweeteners, and inflammatory additives that fast-track aging from the inside out. Take that granola bar she loved with her morning tea. It had 22 grams of sugar, more than a glazed donut. Her sugar-free soda, loaded with aspartame, a sweetener linked to increased stroke risk in older adults. And that heart-healthy whole grain bread, its first ingredient, high-fructose corn syrup. But the biggest shock came during a grocery trip with her daughter, a certified nutritionist. They checked label after label, discovering that low-fat yogurts had more sugar than ice cream, canned soups had sodium off the charts, and even natural snacks were loaded with preservatives. Even worse, Helen was chronically dehydrated. Like many seniors, she mistook thirst for hunger. With age, the body's thirst signals weaken, and Helen was barely drinking 3 glasses of water a day, while consuming dehydrating coffee and wine. So she transformed her kitchen using the 555 rule: 5 ingredients or less in any packaged food, 5 glasses of water by 5 o'clock p.m., 5 different colors of fruits and vegetables every day. She swapped out soda for herbal tea, chips for almonds, white bread for sprouted grain loaves, and processed deli meat for grilled salmon and chicken. She even started flavoring water with mint and berries to stay hydrated without boredom. In just 4 months, Helen's pre-diabetes disappeared. Her energy surged. Her skin glowed. Her joints ached less. And here's the twist: her grocery bill dropped by 30% after cutting out overpriced processed items. Now, she swears by her morning water ritual: 1 tall glass right after waking up, a refillable bottle marked with hourly goals, and juicy fruits like watermelon or cucumber slices throughout the day. What's one item in your pantry right now that might be working against your health? Check the label and share what you found in the comments. You might just inspire someone to make their own change. Next up, a mistake that almost stole Helen's independence and how she fought to get it back. Mistake number 3, the mobility mindset. Death spiral. After Helen's minor fall on her porch, she told herself what so many seniors do: "I'll just be more careful." So she stopped taking the stairs. She avoided uneven sidewalks. She quit her weekly walk in the park. At first, it felt like caution. But in reality, it was the start of a slow decline. Within a year, Helen noticed her legs felt weaker. Getting up from the couch took effort. She'd grab onto countertops just to steady herself. Her world began to shrink. Less movement, more fear. Here's the harsh reality: avoiding activity after a fall, or even a scare, is one of the most dangerous decisions a senior can make. Research shows that older adults who reduce physical activity due to fear of falling are 3 times more likely to suffer an actual fall within the next 12 months. Why? Because muscles atrophy fast. Each week of inactivity can age your muscles by up to 6 months. Bones lose density. Balance deteriorates. And soon, a simple step off the curb becomes a major risk. Helen's turning point came when she couldn't lift her 6-year-old grandson. A visit to a physical therapist revealed the truth. "Helen, your muscle mass is equivalent to someone in their late 80s. That hit hard, so she committed to rebuilding her strength through the Power of 3 program, 3 balance moves while brushing her teeth. 3 strength exercises during commercial breaks. 3 gentle stretches before bed. She began small, standing on one leg while holding the sink, doing sit-to-stands from her chair, toe touches at night. Week by week, her balance improved. By month 3, she could hike a mile trail with her family. By month 6, she was lifting groceries with ease and even dancing again. But the biggest shift wasn't physical, it was mental. Helen stopped fearing movement and started embracing it. She climbed stairs again, walked on grass intentionally to train her balance, and even joined a local senior yoga class. What physical activity have you stopped doing out of fear or caution? Share it in the comments below. Your story might help someone else reclaim their strength and confidence. And now, we move into mistake number 4, a hidden danger that's quietly affecting 7 out of 10 seniors, and it's not what you think. Mistake number 4, the social isolation time bomb. After retiring from decades of teaching, Helen thought she'd finally enjoy the peace and quiet she'd earned. No more staff meetings, no early alarms, no drama. At first, it felt like freedom. But 6 months in, her days began to blur. Mornings with her dog, quick grocery runs, scrolling on her phone. Yet she couldn't remember the last time she had a real conversation. Her book club had fizzled out. Her church went virtual. Her adult children were busy. Without realizing it, Helen had become deeply isolated, and it was destroying her health. According to research, social isolation is as deadly as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It increases the risk of early death by 50% and doubles the chance of dementia. For seniors, loneliness doesn't just hurt emotionally. It damages the brain, weakens the immune system, and speeds up physical decline. The turning point came one morning when Helen found herself crying alone in the kitchen, unsure if she had taken her morning meds or even what day it was. Her daughter walked in, stunned. Helen whispered, "I feel invisible." That moment sparked a transformation. Helen launched what she now calls her connection comeback plan. Daily interaction, even just a wave or short chat with a neighbor. Weekly activities. She joined a library book club and a volunteer team at a local hospital gift shop. Tech bridges. She learned to video call her grandkids, joined online discussion forums, and signed up for virtual painting classes. The Tuesday Circle. Helen started a weekly gathering in her apartment building for other isolated seniors. It began with 3 people playing cards. Now it's a full house with laughter, games, and birthday celebrations. The results were profound. Her memory sharpened. Her blood pressure dropped. Her joy returned. Most of all, she felt alive again. She follows what she calls the REAL rule. R. Reach out daily. E. Engage emotionally. A. Actively participate. L. Laugh often. Be honest. How many days go by without you having a meaningful conversation? Drop a number in the comments. It might be the first step to reconnecting with others and with yourself. Next, we explore the 5th and final mistake, the one that almost stole Helen's mind. And it's a myth most of us still believe. 3 years ago, Helen Brooks was slowly slipping away, physically, mentally, emotionally. Pre-diabetic, isolated, over-medicated, weak, forgetful. She was on the fast track to becoming one of the 85% who don't make it past 82. Her doctor gave her 5 to 7 years of declining quality of life, if nothing changed. But everything did change. Today, at 75, Helen lifts weights, drinks water with purpose, teaches beginners yoga, speaks conversational Spanish, and hosts weekly dinners filled with laughter and connection. Her blood work shocked her doctor. You have the health markers of someone in their early 50s. But Helen's real transformation isn't measured in lab results. It's in how she lives. She wakes up excited. She travels. She mentors. She remembers the names of every one of her grandkids and beats them at board games. She's not just aging, she's thriving. And it all started when she stopped accepting decline as a given, when she stopped trying to stay safe and started choosing to live boldly, one intentional habit at a time. Her message to others is simple but powerful. Stop preparing to die. Start planning to live. The truth is, your best decade might still be ahead of you, but only if you claim it. Which of these 5 deadly mistakes hit home for you? Drop a number 1 to 5 in the comments and share one change you're ready to make today. And if Helen's story inspired you, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. At Life in Words, we believe aging isn't about fading. It's about rising. Because it's not about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years.